Man tries to kill himself and wife after killing his two minor children at Changangai Maninglaikai in Imphal West District. Chief Minister Nongthong Bambirin releases 100 action points for first 100 days action plan of new Manipur government. MLA THANGJAM Ranjit draws attention to the House of 12 Manipur Legislative Assembly to constitute a boundary commission to resolve long prevailing Zuko Valley land disputes. Mitay Irol Ieg Loina Silol upon Balob bans Common University Entrance Test of University Grants Commission in Manipur. Irate members of Apunba Manipuri, Matam Ishai Kanglob and All Manipur Sound Services Association stormed MSF office against burning down of musical instruments. Manipur reports 11 new COVID-19 cases, 4 recoveries and no fatality in 24 hours. COVID positivity rate stands at 1.24%. And India logs 1,660 COVID-19 cases, over 2,000 recoveries and 4,100 deaths. Recovery rate stands at 98.75%. Good evening and welcome to Impact News. You're watching Primetime English News. To stay protected from coronavirus, wash your hands frequently, wear your mask properly and maintain a safe distance. And I'm PREMI THANGJAM, bringing you the news in details. A horrifying incident left many speechless today. 42-year-old man stabbed his 2 minor children to death, attacked his wife, later tried to kill himself by slashing his throat this morning at around 7 a.m. The gruesome incident reportedly occurred at Changangai Maninglaikai in Imphal West District. Accused husband is 42-year-old Chingtham Surjit Kumar, son of late Sage Ibochau. He is undergoing treatment in critical condition at RIMS Hospital, while his wife Abesana is undergoing treatment at Raj Medicity in North AOC Imphal. Impact News sources said the incident came to light only when Abesana came out screaming and running from her house about the attack. Locals force opened their room as it was locked from inside. When they opened the door, they found the couple's 4-year-old and 2-year-old daughter laying in pools of blood with severe stab wounds, and their father Surjit Kumar was found on the floor with his throat slit wide open and bloods around. Officer in charge of Lamphel Police Station and top officials of State Police immediately arrived at the crime scene and assessed the situation. Lamphel Police Station has registered a case and investigation is underway. Chief Minister Nongthong Bambirin released 100 action points for 100 days action plan today at the Cabinet Hall of Chief Minister's Secretariat. Action plans include upgrading government offices into e-office, SDOs of district headquarters to look after their respective subdivisions, to open health camps in all blocks, to install 24-hour solar power facility and health facilities opened at Churchanpur, Chandal and Tamenglong district, to inaugurate civil secretariat, to inaugurate private ward building at Jenims, to open 16 model Anganwadi center, to set up 16 power substation, to increase pension amount by 1,000 rupees for 16,000 old age pensioners, etc.
Chief Minister की widow pension scheme से 10,000 beneficiary दा पिनेना बगी यावरी मासी की details मैम से दे मैम दा booklet रोइना पिजर सिगी मतुंग दा कोई 1 year की इन्ना कोई करी करी तौर के है बदुस कोई हम अदुगी next kaino da laksake yum thong khuding resource lehen da ba roi haiba kana gumba imung da government gi service to bole raga banana ma hinjabe gi leraga lere or entrepreneur hangana khotna hingnabe gi hana leraga na lere later ba imung sing asigi dom ke koi coffers fund thambagi koi finance ka koi planning madu gi preparation loire anti corruption cells mamang su khamgi ramune ai gi office ta leram badagi vigilance commission si police station gon thuoga anti corruption oina function ta hongi adu ngasai gi koi leriba system adagi pandemic lakhiba ama lakhiba bisna fajana function to ngam na gi tre mayam gi satisfactory oigidre satisfied oigidre aduna huji ekoina masi ga mai lena ekoina sidaida public grievance redressal and anti corruption cell na chief minister office tama hangane.
Manipur government is coming up with plans to prevent sale of vehicles to those who don't have garage facility. Chief Minister N. Biren stated the same to media at CM Secretariat today. He said all schools in Manipur will be opened from 1st April at 8 a.m. Office hour for government offices in summer will be 9 a.m. till 5:30 p.m. and during winter it will be from 9 a.m. to 5 p.m. to avoid traffic congestion. The Chief Minister also said all those involved in boring down of musical instruments and sound systems utilized in Thabal Chongba last night will be arrested. He said there is only one government in Manipur, not two.
Akogi missing hankalakpa yumam da gari mari manga slay parking lay khangde laite khangde adu su nyom ama bude khoi sa tokjara ani parking lay traga de gari labor thing bagi podama parking gi hana pi traga de gari labor yaro haibu gum bai khoi tarong na khona jage adu ga ngarang mi gi thabal chong hundra sangaga bel khongbagi kida kari no mai thadana phot tawba adu gum badu no adu ta to ai phau hai gre artist singdu di madu purga sajari ni hinga sajari ne adu bu hekta thabal jonga me na trane sei toram me na mai thado pi bai se masi gi posi amna laibuk thiba pone adu please don't dictate us adu please don't dictate to the peoples prasa sing de dictate to wigno government da si amka to boya abra khana biyo ne khoi da thabi che thabi ra poyai appeal to boyai hekta madu tawradi akhoi thinge ga haibu gumba government ani leite Manipur government am khatan
Sugnu MLA THANGJAM Ranjit drew the attention of the House of 12th Manipur Legislative Assembly to constitute a boundary commission to resolve the long prevailing Zuko Valley land disputes. He was calling attention motion on the indefinite ban and blockade of National Highway number 2 called by Southern Angami Public Organization SAPO. In response, House Leader and Manipur Chief Minister Nongthom Biren said there is no border issue between Manipur and Nagaland governments. He assured that Manipur's boundary will be kept intact at the global level. MLA K. Ranjit appealed to the Speaker to give at least half an hour to discuss on the matter in public interest. Though Speaker Thakchom Satyabrata did not give time, he directed House Leader N. Biren to give his response in detail. Chief Minister Nongthom Biren said 2/3 of the Zuko Valley belongs to Manipur, but the road leading to the valley from Manipur was in a bad shape. Hence, people used to travel from Nagaland side where they faced inconveniences. He maintained that Manipur government, realizing the situation, has repaired the road and even deployed security forces for safety. However, Southern Angami Public Organization SAPO protested setting up of Manipur police checked post at Kizolsa. N. Biren said Manipur government has already apprised Nagaland Chief Secretary and Center that SAPO's demands are unreasonable as the police post have been set up within the state boundary. He assured that MLA Losi Diko is monitoring the situation, and if an amicable situation cannot be reached, Manipur government will approach the center to be a mediator and hold further talks along with the state's representatives. House also unanimously passed the Manipur Appropriation Number 1 and Number 2 Bills 2022 today on the third and last sitting of the first session of 12th Manipur Legislative Assembly. House Leader and Chief Minister Nongthom Biren also presented the Manipur Nursing Council Rules 2008 in the House. Churchandpur MLA LM Khokte was conspicuous by his absence as he took leave citing illness. After completion of the House proceedings, Speaker THANGJAM Setyabrata adjourned the House sine die. Manipur Legislative Assembly Speaker THANGJAM Setyabrata inaugurated a new SBI ATM booth at Manipur Legislative Assembly complex today. Top officials of SBI Guwahati, Assembly Secretary and staff were present on the occasion. Mitai Irol Ieg Loina Silol Apunba Lub Milal has banned Common University Entrance Test CUET conducted by University Grants Commissioned in Manipur. Speaking to media at Milal office in Imphal today, Milal General Secretary Huirem Loikamba Mitai said the decision was taken for failing to include Manipuri language among the 13 Indian languages being listed for CUET in the notice issued by UCG. He demanded the Vice Chancellor and Registrar of Manipur University and relevant authorities to take prompt action on the matter in the interest of students.
UCG na Kangalakpada loan Trahum doi Kangatpada Akogi Manipuri loan as a Yaruktabasi Yalamna Labaktivani. Masigi loan as a Yaruktabu in Amoki Mahiro Singna Masi Mipaina Pawa Aduga Marina authority Namasi Kanga Kanga to Minalation Basi Milagi Makadigi Yaning the Masi Pondusari. Milana Masigi High exam quit Hariba Common University Entrance Test as a Milagi Makadigi Masi THANGJAM Jare Aduga Hana Lajaramba admission to the process Hana River process Aduda Adum Satabi Haina Milagi Makadigi Tamjari.
Irate members of Apunba Manipuri Matam Ishai Kanglub, Amek and All Manipur Sound Services Association AMSA stormed the office of Manipuri Students Federation located in Imphal in protest against volunteers of 6 student bodies burning down musical instruments for organizing Thabal Chongba, violating students' bodies' restriction on conducting Thabal Chongba. It is also learned that scuffle erupted among the two parties upon failure of negotiation between representatives of AMEC and representatives of MSU, MSF, DESAM, KSA, SUK and AIMS during a dialogue earlier held on the matter. Upon receiving information of the fuss, top police officials of Imphal West District arrived at the scene and took stock of the situation. Representatives of both parties eventually headed for Imphal Police Station for further talks to settle the matter. Apunba Manipuri Matam Ishai Kanglub Amik and All Manipur Sound Services Association AMSA have condemned student body organizations for burning down sound equipments intended for Thabal Chongba event in Patsoi, Part 3 of Imphal West District last night. Student bodies reportedly burnt the items on grounds of holding Thabal Chongba amid restrictions last night. Speaking to media at Amik office in Yaiskul Janmastan today, Amik President Khaidem Thoiba said the two associations have decided to suspend all entertainment activities until the student bodies clarifies. He said it would have been more sensible to seize the expensive equipment till the upcoming class 10, 11 and 12 examinations have completed instead of burning them down. He announced that AMIC has announced a temporary halt on all entertainment activities in view of the upcoming examinations.
Itipi mapung kudimokta tabada tujuningai waraba yamna hingsa ama oina thokpasi nuaijate adugi sarukta instrumentsing tu phajalaga parkhalo idibok pithoktana thamamagadi yanabagi matungin lauthoknarga tormagadi adungoti laibang macha taba sakhotpa konai magi thata sangsan singi member sing haina khoina yam ikai khumna jarangodabadu adugi wangmada instrument mai wida thabadi khoigi lairiba music paijariba khoi khudimak apunma manipur mate misai kanglup amik aina manipur laiba music khudimak sidi yamna sidi khoi thamoi sopaga loinana matang sidida kali toba yabage haibasi khoi lebak parja mayamna so khoi khidang khanabam thoi.
Speaking to media, AMSA President and Upendra condemned the student bodies for acting unruly. He expressed discontentment over burning of the sound equipment despite plea to relax this year's entertainment program in view of declined COVID cases after 2 years of struggles. He demanded relevant authorities to punish the perpetrators at the earliest.
Kulai mak hai mai thadok tara mayam wang da social media da kai da viral chalan da taw bai baside ko yam penjade akhoi di Manipur government na action ama khak lahoding sastra sangsan singsin da tawri basi chu satra khunai gi ne hairibani akhoi na tawjari basi chu akhoi gi khunai gi akhoi gi ju isa isu mayam leiri satra mayam leiri lairik mayam tami masigi matang sidi yam thamoi sengna nungai jade sastra sangsan singsina ain je khutna pair ga thola abani na masibu Manipur government na makhoi si control tahoningi natraga na masi sastra sangsan da pithoke ga pithok bigro lebak se makhoi chala helas ngarang ki thaban chong bagi thorum se DC parmi pair ga le kari ki thaban chong mam da mai thadribno AMS ki office ter pura posai se mai thari akhoi ki sound system amadi music system isei nungai tawjari bising sibu AMS na atamna na akhoi da nungai ta ba phawri braba.
In connection with burning down of sound speakers by volunteers of 6 student bodies, namely MSU, MSF, Desam, Case ASOK and AIMS, used during Thabal Chongba in Patsoi Part 3 of Imphal West District last night, spokesperson of the 6 bodies, THANGJAM Chalamba, clarified that the incident occurred as the Thabal Chongba organizers intimidated them when they requested the organizers to stop the event. Speaking to media at MSF office in Kwakitel today, Chalamba said the 6 student bodies respect local artists and assured that such incidents will not occur again. He also demanded organizers of the last night Thabal Chongba Patsoi Tuliyaima Century Club and music band members to give clarification within 3 days. He appealed to artists and music bands in Manipur not to take part in any event organized by Patsoi Tuliyaima Century Club in future. Chalamba reminded that the 6 student bodies had earlier given prior notice not to hold Thabal Chongba post Yaosang Festival in view of the upcoming board and council examinations. He appealed to ministers, MLAs and influential people not to hold Thabal Chongba and any other entertainment events post Yaosang Festival in view of the examinations. He said the 6 student bodies will continue with their drive against until completion of class 10 and 12 examinations.
Liyaima Century Club Hairibasida, Thabal Chongba, Lepina Hajarum Tamda, Madubu, Tabi Gimahuta, Namatu the lady by Koigi, organizer Hajava, Yunga, Musing, Asina, Koi, volunteer singer to Kosilaga, Tamakanda, Kogi, Kenta, Satuan Biada, give him the Punjila Tambado, Admanata Vira Paside, Koi, and the TV, Mase, organizer Amadi, Club Kisina Singna, I could look Taruki Mapamda, Mutang, Lapiraga, Hairiba, Toxing, Minadragadi, Landamasida Labiriba, artisting Amadi, Ben Adaga music, Labiri, Vicina, putting Magna Hairiba. Club aduga haidib organization asina silakpa program amata chatpigano karigum chatpiram nagdi maduda tarakpa akoigi kino khuding makse ga hujiki chatliriba ben party natragana aikoigi harau kumai yudu sabuluriba artisting adu gidaita odun pubigani.
Thabal Chongba is banned in Imphal West District till the completion of BOSIM Class 10 examination and COSIM Class 11 and Class 12 examination. Notification issued by Imphal West District Magistrate T.H. Kiran Kumar also prohibits holding Sumang Lila in residential areas after 7 p.m. while musical concerts in residential areas of Imphal West District are prohibited till the end of examinations. The order further says no road shall be closed or diverted or any of these purposes. Manipur State Sumang Lila Council President appeals to 6 student bodies for relaxing imposed restrictions on Sumang Lila plays in view of the upcoming class 10, 11 and 12 examinations. Speaking to media at Manipur State Sumang Lila Council today, President M. Purnima Laima maintains that Sumang Lila, an alternative form of media, plays prominent role in imparting education to school students. She urges the student bodies to relax restrictions against Sumang Lila artists who just started resuming their work to sustain their livelihood.
Sahi ani hena akogi pandemic na maram murakanda Sumang Lila san chatlaktaba asina maram morga artisting se atkimatik awaba mayoknaba lila se khara chatpa hore yaksang manungi madi pandemic sina khara komtharapagam atung ina koi sumang lila haiba sidi harau kumai hoina lobbi badal tang ai lan gatra haina ai thamjaningi maram di mas di part of the education part of the media masi harau kumai hoina lobbi ganu parikha tawdingai amadi center manakta anakpada ila sanajaroi pung ani khaktani lila mana stage sanagadoi basi masidang di satra isa singna harau kumai thingi haidana hairak pasida akoi lila kangbu sijam na nuai ta bawa bap nangjare aduga koi ta singna haga di ate singjigi su macha masu mayam masu makoi su parikha thagadori bani adu parikha thabasida mama mapana sen thokrabadi sak chara helaga parikha thabasu awaba ma oigani maram maduna akoi sumbang lila se adum isa singi mafamda request tawjari akoi sumbang lila se satsage sanajage natraga di timati awaba mayung na artist nama siba taraba.
Federal Students Organization Kanglai Park, FESOK, has slammed the demands of Southern Angami Public Organization SAPO and its elite civil bodies on removing Manipur police outposts and structural development from Senapati district bordering Mao and Nagaland. A press release from FESOK demanded Manipur government and Nagaland government to take appropriate action against all concerned for imposing indefinite shutdown in areas under Angami jurisdiction. Coordinating body of trade union Manipur extends full support to the nationwide strike on March 28 and 29 called by Central Trade Union and other organizations in the country. The strike will be staged on 12-point slogan mainly against failure to increase wages of laborers, center's plan to privatize banks in India, against price hike of commodities and in demand for welfare of COVID warriors in the state, etc. Speaking to media today at Irabod Bhavan in Imphal today, Chairman of Coordinating Body of Trade Union Manipur, L. Sotin Kumar said, INTUC, ITUC, CITU, UTUC, TUCC and bank employees in the state will fully support the two-day strike by staging protest meet in front of Imphal Urban Cooperative Bank.
Manipur tongan bank union punamak bank bayam ki apun masina thabak lepaga loinana tarik 19 se masida Imphal Urban Bank si daida pung tara dagi dharana tawgani 19 su tawgani adugu loinana atai mafam kaya amada maruina BSNL dak seva kendra gi amadi sarkar gi tongan department kaya da thabak lepa bakanda bakoi protest kaya ama tawduna koi demand taramathui maroi ba demand sing machine naina bagi damak adugu loirana akanba protest kaya tawgani.
BSNL Employees Union says it will extend support to strike called by the joint platform of Central Trade Union and Independent Sectoral All India Federation and Associations on March 28 and 29, urging state government to facilitate their 17 demands. Combined team of 15 Assam Rifles and Special Commando Unit arrested a suspected member of United Liberation Force ULF yesterday evening. Arrested person is 23-year-old LH Kamthinmang Kongsai, son of LH Ngamlang Kongsai from Kongbal Kuki Tehsil Sadar Hill East Saikul in Kangpokpi district. The team arrested him near Kuraining Taubung Laikai oil pump around 5:30 p.m. Police report says Kamthinmang has confessed himself to be ULF self-styled chairman. Security recovered 1 Airtel and 1 Jio SIM cards with 1 Redmi Note 9 Pro mobile phone and voter ID card. LH Kamthinmang Kongsai reportedly engaged in extortion in New Chekon and Laimakong areas. He has been handed over to Porompat Police OC. Kakching Police Commando team arrested a man in possession of 232 grams of heroin, number 4 powder at Laimanai Chingjin Palel Commando check post. Arrested person is 30-year-old Thangminlen Kongsai, son of H. Paukam Kongsai from New Songjang, Kinjo, Jandal district. The commando team arrested him while ferrying the contraband drugs concealed inside 20 soap cases and eco van bearing registration number MN06LB6576. Arrested person has been handed over to Gakching police station along with the seized drugs for further legal action. Team of Narcotic Affairs and Border (NAP) arrested 2 persons in possession of 7 kilograms of opium at Manipuri in Imphal West near a bus stand last evening. Arrested persons are 21-year-old A.S. Thanray Mung, son of A.S. Mahai, and 30-year-old A.S. Nathan, both from Kamasom in Ukhrul district. Police also recovered 2 mobile handsets from them. NAP police station has registered a case. Special Court ND and PS has declared 2 missing persons who were arrested for possessing drugs in 2012 as absconders after they failed to show up in court. They are 43-year-old Ibim alias Ibema, wife of Muhammad Wakir from Taubal Moijing Awang Laikai, and 41-year-old Muhammad Askar Ahmad, son of Muhammad Hilaluddin from Lilong Chaupok. Myrin Kun. Singjamai Police Station press release informs the 2 accused have been again summoned to appear before Special Court of ND and PS on March 29. Combined team of Taubal District Commando and NAP Police Station recovered 644 grams of suspected brown sugar worth around 2 crore rupees at Haye Lobok yesterday. Speaking to media at Taubal SP office today, Taubal SP Jogesh Chandra said, acting on a tip-off, a search operation was launched at Haye Lobok around 6:30 p.m. yesterday. Police stopped one Muhammad Shahid Khan who was arriving from Kurai Kumidok in an Assam registered AS21C 6463 Tata DI. Upon checking his vehicle, they recovered 5 bags of rice and brown sugars enclosed in soap cases. He said, acting upon Shahir's input, police further nabbed Muhammad Abdul Qadir of Kabaisoi Mayai Laikai and Muhammad Nawaz Khan of Lilong Dam from Kanchipur Pal Ahanbi, Makha in connection with the seized truck.
Bora amomda showcase tara marak stage yaudana lerami aduna yaumba singasi akoina lauthoga phajana check tong matamda illegal brown sugar punamana ko around 644 grams lomi aduna sagi akoina pharaba brown sugar sing amasung gari adi phau punama loina ma koina haji Thobal police station da sinaraga ain ge necessary chapchabi legal action satharani.
Manipur reported 11 new confirmed cases of COVID-19 out of 886 samples tested in the last 24 hours. COVID positivity rate stands at 1.24%. As per the latest report from State Health Department and COVID-19 Common Control Room, total confirmed cases of COVID-19 in Manipur are 1,37,081. Active cases are 40. There is no COVID-related death reported in the past 24 hours. Death toll remains at 2,120. On the positive note, 4 recoveries were reported in the past 24 hours. Total recovered cases are 1,34,921. Manipur's recovery rate stands at 98.42%. On that note, it's time for a small commercial break. After the break, we bring in updates on coronavirus cases in India and the world. We'll be right back. Keep watching Impact News.
Welcome to JJ School Montessori, where we follow the children instead of the other way around. Our holistic Montessori teachings encourage the students to be entertained while being challenged. Admissions open for nursery to class 5. Please visit us or message us for further details.
Presto Personalized Wonders, Imphal da nauna hangdokjari, hairiba asida personalized gifts, corporate gifts, awards and mementos, home decor, office rubber stamp na chingba potlamsing mafam asida phangbigani. Ngasi maglangsing birau Tilak Grass Enterprises, Presto, Thangal Bazar near Kasturi Tong, Imphal. contact number 0385-244-9025 natraga 98621-00456.
Enjoy our freshly baked products. All our products contain honey. Kohi, taste the heart of Manipur.
Welcome back after the break and you're watching Primetime English News. India added 1,660 fresh COVID-19 cases, 2,349 recoveries and 4,100 deaths in 24 hours. As per the latest report of Union Minister of Health and Family Welfare, India's COVID-19 active cases have declined to 16,741. Total recoveries are 4 crore 24,80,436 and recovery rate stands at 98.75%. Death toll reaches 5,20,855. Over 182 crore 87 lakh doses of COVID-19 vaccine have been administered in India so far. Globally, coronavirus has infected above 48 crore 1,51,000 people. Above 61 lakh 44,000 people have died and recoveries are above 41 crore 45 lakh 89,000. USA has the highest active cases of above 1 crore 65 lakh 27,000 in the world. Areas covered by Irrelevant water treatment plant will not receive tap water for some days. Press release from PHED Water Supply Project Construction Division informs that power line of the plant has been snapped in the recent heavy rainstorm. After hiatus owing to COVID-19 induced restrictions, year-long Golden Jubilee celebration of Manipuri cinema, which began on April 13 last year, is back on its groove with the kicking off of 6-day cinematography lab at Manipur State Film Development Society, MSFTS Auditorium, Palace Compound today. The cinematography lab aims at upscaling skills of cinematographers and directors about the essence of light and shadows in simulating emotions. On the first day of the workshop, acclaimed cinematographer and filmmaker Mazhar Kamran, who is famed for being the director of photography of major films like Satya and directed films like Mohandas, shared his cinematic journey and key insights. In today's session, Mazhar made it clear to the participants that cinematography is teamwork and close coordination, and understanding between the cinematographer and the gaffer is crucial. Members of Cinematographers Guild, filmmakers and cinematography enthusiasts, including 2 from Ukrul district, are taking part in the workshop. The technical session and hands-on training for the workshop will commence from tomorrow morning. Besides the cinematography lab, the society will organize added lab building narratives shot by shot from April 4th to 8, 2022 as a part of the year-long festival. FTII alumnus Pankaj Rishi Kumar will be the resource person of the added lab. It is also to our immense pride that the first Ekoiki Imphal International Film Festival will also kick off from April 2nd to mark the Golden Jubilee celebration. The festival will continue till April 6 and critically acclaimed short documentary and fiction films will be screened during the 5-day International Film Festival.
Koine sigi kano se workshop se yamna maru oina khanjai kaino da koi Manipur gi cinema se next level da porakna ba hona ba da koi gi cinema se di visual medium ni na adu visual se di koi gi cinematographer adigi DOP mayam sina kapaga adigi lighting tawraga visually interesting ohalaga tawgadowni na adana khoi gi cinema gi yamna important oiba cinematography haiba director of photography haiba kaina sigi section si hana koina sigi kano sida golden jubilee gi celebration resume tawba oina khoi gi sigi si tawjabani.
4th Maratha Light Infantry and 152 Para Battalion, Sangshak district paid homage to Indian warriors who were martyred in the World War II against the Japanese army today. The 42nd Raising Day of Red Army, which is an armed wing of proscribed PREPAC, was observed at the outfit's central headquarters. A press note from PREPAC said the day was observed in the presence of PREPAC Interim Council Chairman Ahaiba Angom, PREPAC Chief of Army Staff, and Romi Maitai, and Charge DFS, Publicity and Propaganda, Laibak Ngakpa Luwang. 42nd Raising Day of Red Army was also marked at 701 and 702 mobile battalions and local units. Hoisting of party flag, offering floral tribute of departed outfit members, and putting up of party red stars and banners marked the event. A 30-day-long traditional dyeing training program kicks off at Hairangoi Thong Maibam Laikai today. Manipur Apex Handloom Weavers and Handicrafts Artisans CS Limited Pauna Bazaar is conducting the training under sponsorship of National Bank for Agriculture and Rural Development NABARD. Attending the event, various experts highlighted that our forefathers discarded chemical dyes and sourced natural dyes from organic elements like leaves, herbs and more. They also called upon public for cooperation towards continued production for these traditions items. 4-day observance on Mathematics Day and National Science Day organized by Manipur Science and Technology Council MASTEC kick-started today at the MASTEC complex in Takil Part, Imphal. Addressing the occasion as chief guest, former Vice Chancellor of Manipur University, Professor H.N.K. Sharma, stressed that students will gain more knowledge through both theory and practical classes. He also stressed on the importance of understanding mathematics and science subjects since they are related to one's day-to-day life. Professor H.N.K. Sharma underlined on students working on new experiments and discussion life story of noted personalities in the land. MASTEC former Director Dr. L. Dinachandra and Director of Department of Science and Technology Homila Hongray attended the event. An exhibition displaying projects by students of different schools was also held in the event.
India's issue, yes, after independence, as Prime Minister told that India should also move towards the development of science and technology and now innovation. See how the society must sustain the society will be transport ki kamde, sinja ki kamde, nature ki kamde, communication ki kamde, machine mayam is based on science and technology. Masigi wakalogy, yakoy horoliba. Parce que मैं आपसे नहीं खाऊंगा बरुए ना साथ ही हो इसे खाने लगेगा भारत सरकार ना नेशनल साइंस डे से सही खुदेंगे सिम.
Jeep's new Compass Trail Hawk, superior by nature, was launched at Imphal today. In a simple ceremony held at Rishika Auto World in Kanchipur, HDFC Bank Imphal branch auto launch sales manager Sapam Anil and Rosika Auto World's general manager Kakching Tabam Prem Sharma launched a new Jeep Trail Hawk. Speaking during occasion, Sapam Anil said Jeep brand is not only popular in Manipur but beyond. He expressed belief that the newly launched Trail Hawk will be liked by many. He adds, interested customers can contact HDFC Bank branches to avail car loan facilities. The ground clearance of the new Trailhawk is 205mm and its terrain option is sand, mud, snow and rock, including alloy-designed wheels. Trailhawk is available in 6 colors: magnesia grey, bright white, brilliant black, exotica red, techno metallic green and galaxy blue. Ex-showroom starting price is 30 lakhs and 2,000 rupees. Regional Meteorological Center Guwahati reports that hill and valley regions of state will witness rainfall in next 2 to 3 days. On March 27 and 28, Tamenglong, Senapati, Imphal West, Imphal East, Ziribam, Noni, Chandel, Churchandpur and Faisal district will likely experience rainfall. On March 29, few of these places like Tamenglong, Senapati, Ziribam, Noni, Chandel, Churchandpur and Faisal district may witness downpour. Report also predicted rainfall in these areas: Tamenglong, Senapati, Kangpokpi, Imphal West, Ziribam, Noni, Chandel, Churchandpur and Faisal district on March 30th. As per latest report released from ICAR Agrometeorological Unit Lamphilpad, rainfall of 3.5mm was recorded in last 24 hours today. And in sports news, Patsoi MLA Sapam Kunjikeshore Keba said Manipur was not called powerhouse of sports in a day and stress on need to promote sports athletes of state. He was speaking at the opening ceremony of 4th Elangbam Pishak Singh Memorial State Level Men's Open Volleyball Tournament 2022 held at Tera Pishak, Kakching District today. He said during his childhood he was not only passionate about games and sports but did not miss out any sporting events in other constituencies as well. Apunba Tera Pishak Chowkhat Thaurang Lop is organizing the tournament under All Manipur Volleyball Association as sponsored by Elangbam Thoiba and Elangbam Ongbe Susila. In the opening match, YMTO Herangoi Thong defeated UNT Top Sefa in 3-1. Real Kashmir defeated Round Glass Punjab in 2-0 in yesterday's I-League match at Kalyani Stadium. For the winners, Robertson scored 1 goal at 9 minutes and Surchandra Singh scored another goal at 49 minutes. In another league match played at Naihati Stadium yesterday, Mohammedan SC and Gokulam were held in 1-1 draw. For Mohammedan SC, Endio Rudovic scored 1 goal at 27 minutes and for Gokulam Kerala, Luka Medzgin scored 1 goal at 78 minutes. Mohammedan SC is leading the league's table tally with 16 points, followed by Gokulam Kerala and 14 points. At second place and Srinidhi Dekhan at third place with 13 points. First match of 15 Indian Premier League 2022 between defending champion Chennai Super Kings and Kolkata Knight Riders is underway at Wankhede Stadium, Mumbai since 7:30 p.m. 10 teams will compete in total 70 matches in the league. The teams are Mumbai Indians, Kolkata Knight Riders, Rajasthan Royals, Delhi Capitals, Lucknow Super Giants, Chennai Super Kings, Sunrisers Hyderabad, Royal Challengers Bangalore, Punjab Kings and Gujarat Titans. Host team New Zealand defeated Pakistan by 71 runs in the 26th leg match of the 12th ICC Women Cricket World Cup today at Oval Cricket Stadium. Winning the toss, Pakistan opted to field first. The Kiwis scored 265 runs and allotted 50 overs, losing 8 wickets. In reply, Pakistan scored only 194 runs and 50 overs with 9 wickets down. Batter Suzie Bates of New Zealand, who scored 126 runs, was declared as player of the match. England will face Bangladesh and India will play against South Africa in tomorrow's league matches of ICC Women's Cricket World Cup. Indian football team clinches third SAF Under-18 Women's Football Championship title for the first time. The championship was held under the aegis of South Asian Football Federation at JRD Tata Sports Complex in Jharkhand from March 15. Former champions Bangladesh defeated India in 1-0 in the final league match played yesterday. Bangladesh Aklima Khatun scored a lone goal for the team. The Indian team, enjoying a better goal difference of 11 from Bangladesh, emerged as champions. Indian striker Serto Linda Combe, who scored 5 goals, was declared as best player and best scorer for the championship. India, Bangladesh and Nepal participated in the third SAF Under-18 Women's Football Championship. Before we end, let's take a look at headlines once again. Man tries to kill himself and wife after killing his 2 minor children at Changangai, Maninglaikai in Imphal West District. Chief Minister Longthong Bambiray releases 100 action points for first 100 days action plan of new Manipur government. MLA THANGJAM Ranjit draws attention of House of 12 Manipur Legislative Assembly to constitute a boundary commission to resolve long prevailing Zuko Valley land disputes. Nitai Irol Iyegloina Silol Apun Balo bans Common University entrance test of University Grants commissioned in Manipur. Raid members of Apunba Manipuri Matam Ishai Kanglop and All Manipur Sound Services Association stormed MSF office against burning down of musical instruments. Manipur reports 11 new COVID-19 cases, 4 recoveries and no fatality in 24 hours. COVID positivity rate stands at 1.24%. And India logs 1,660 COVID-19 cases, over 2,000 recoveries and 4,100 deaths. Recovery rate stands at 98.75%. And that's all we have in this edition of the English Primetime Bulletin. Thank you for joining us. Coming up next is Primetime Manipuri Bulletin. For more news, you can also follow Impact TV on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram and YouTube. Till then, good night. Stay indoors and stay safe.
Sorat की पाउजेल बिष्णुपुर डिस्ट्रिक्ट पुलिस हेडक्वार्टर्स की इंस्पेक्टर CAR सेराम सुरजबोरो सिंहना महाकी नुंगसिजरबा इमुंग मनुंग शागै नातै मरुप मपांग ख्वाई पुंगनमक पुथादोकलमलगा हौखिबा मार्च 23 दा